Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft with me, Nancy. How's everyone doing today? I am very excited because we're going to be working on something I've been looking forward to for quite a while today. Yes, we are not on 1.21.6. Nope. I would have liked to upgrade, but we're still on 0.5 because I'm having some issues upgrading, but that does not matter because we're still going to build something for a happy ghast I've not acquired yet. Right in this corner where we have a bunch of empty space, I think we should build a home for our happy ghast that I will acquire as soon as I can. And so I think I'm going to get started on building before I even get the ghast because I have an image, right? We're going to try to follow the similar theme that we had here with this tower, but we're going to do it better. So this is a wonky, messy tower, which is kind of the vibe really of being a magician's tower. This is going to be a bit more of a structural build where, well, all builds are structural, but you know what I mean. It's going to be more of a normal build, but it is going to be another tower, I think, with a very similar color scheme with a mangrove on top and this sort of color palette for the rest of it. We're going to tie this section together in with the colors, but instead of being a kind of more free-flowing build, this one's going to be a little bit more square and boxy. Basically my reason for that is I want to combine the aspect of the barracks here. The basically what I'm trying to do here is combine the sort of structure of the barracks over here that I've never finished the inside of. Combine the sort of richness of it with the color scheme and the kind of building type of the magician's tower and meet it here in the middle, something that works with both. And the reason for that is I think when I think of a happy ghast home, I think it may be something that is used by perhaps the security of this town to kind of scout the lands, perhaps, like a security checkpoint, something like that. But yet again, happy ghasts are magical creatures. They're not simple to deal with, so perhaps this is a little collaboration project between my wizards and my security guards? Maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to think about the logistics behind why this building would look the way it does, what purpose it would serve in the castle town. I'm really trying to get the castle town kind of more fleshed out and thought about here because I've realized some things in here just don't make sense. Well, I'm not going to go back and fix everything about this place I don't like. I am going to put a little bit more effort going forward with my build. So right here in this corner, let's gather some materials and start building. I'm going to want a quite good supply of quartz, which means it's actually time for me to do something I have never done in this world in 70 episodes, thanks zombie, is to actually get these guys hurt. Because yeah, I've never really bothered. I never really needed to. Hopefully this will reach. I'm not sure. They have a lot of space actually to run away from the zombie. Let's try this. Actually, I should have put the minecart a little bit closer. And maybe it's okay. This guy won't. Get in the minecart. Come on. Come on. Get in the minecart. Don't make me do this. Oh, no! Wait. Why are you doing that? You wanna go? You wanna fight? Hello? I've never had a zombie this uncooperative to hurting me before. Hello? Right. Yep. Why is this so difficult? Right, you're gonna get in this minecart eventually, right? Yay, we did it. We did it. Okay. Now, I put you in here. And, this is where I've not thought things through. Okay. We'll move him one closer. And you guys have swapped places. Of course you did. Okay. Have fun, guys. I will pretend I'm not here. What? Why did I die? What? What? Are they not meant to turn into zombie villagers? I've done this fight on Arcadia. What have I... Okay. One more. As a test. Yes. As a test. Maybe I just need to let the zombie hit them once? Yeah? There was such a nightmare getting them in there, please. I want a zombie villager. Okay. You know what? He won't die. He won't die. I trust. Oh, infected. Okay, okay, okay. That one worked. That's so strange. Why? Oh, why did this happen? Oh, that one also died. Hello? Okay. Okay, okay. Well, that is not ideal, if I say so myself. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. What have I done wrong here? Why do we have such a slim success rate? Is this just pure luck? That one's gonna infect, I believe it. It's gonna be fine. He's not gonna die. Yay! Okay. Okay, well at least we've got two. At least you know what, guys? They weren't leveled, which is good. They weren't leveled, so that makes me feel a little bit better. Yes, that we didn't lose leveled stonemasons. Oh, you're not. You're not particularly scared, are you? Okay. Well. Oh, now you're scared. Oh dear. Oh, I've messed up. 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 Oh no. Get in the boat. Boat? No, that's a stone farm. Get in the boat. Good. Oh, villager died. Yes. Nice one. Okay. Yep, there we go. They are turning. Let's go. Finally got the call. Zombie doctor. Yes. 71 episodes in. We did it though. And you are giving me some discounts. Fantastic. Now I can train you up quite easily. Hopefully. Oh, there's the rest of them. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Within a very short time, I've just leveled them all up to master, and I'm now buying the quartz blocks I need. And actually, I think I got quite lucky here, not with the terracotta selections, but the fact that quite a few of them are selling dripstone, which is a block I'm gonna need quite a lot of for this tower, probably. As you can see, sort of in my walls design, and it's going to be in the tower as well, so I don't have to go and find a dripstone biome, because I actually don't have any really nearby, so I always need to go and find one and fly out there and then mine for ages, but this will hopefully mean that I can just buy it instead. Alright, I'm ready to start building. I've got most of the materials I need and I can grab more as I build. So now let's get into maybe clearing out some space. In fact, I'm not really sure exactly what I should do with this hill. I like this hill and I don't think there is much wall behind it. No, if I take a lot of this down, I have to rebuild the wall, which is a little bit annoying. I think what I might do is clear out a little bit of space here, and then we can have like a stairway upwards here. We can flatten out some of this land, but maybe I'll put the actual build right over here. This section of the plot seems good, and we'll mess around with this hill in a little bit. So now we've got a bit of clear space. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with some wireframing. I don't know exactly how tall I want this to be. So just getting some blocks down, I think is going to be very helpful for me. I know I don't want it to be as tall as this tower. This is still a primary tower and is kind of the same height as castle towers for a reason. So we've got a high point here and a high point here. I don't really want another high point here that overrides this dynamic we have. That's probably not the right term, but basically I don't want it to be as tall as that, but yeah, I want it to feel even in scale, which is why this height difference at where we're building is going to be a big thing. It's going to make the buildings feel even but not as tall as each other. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. The way I imagine this building is that it's not going to be your sort of standard normal straight tower, but rather we're going to have segments that hang out a little bit more than others. So how does this work with the wall? That's going to be tricky. Is it gonna... yeah, I will... I'll end up blocking it completely. We don't want that. Okay. We definitely don't want that. Let's see. So if we go this tall, and then, okay, I think this matches my vision pretty well. So you're thinking like, oh, this is not a tall tower at all. No, it's not. But here, what we're gonna do is actually build out the other way a little bit and having hang over in this direction maybe. Let's see. Okay, I think actually I should probably count the blocks. This is 7 and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 too many. Now it's even. Okay, and then maybe another one on the top. How tall? Actually, I should probably be making sure all of these sections are even. So let's count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm thinking. I'm doing a think. We'll adjust the ratios as we go, but I like this for a start. And I see the vision, even if you guys probably don't at the moment, there is something here we can work with. Now let's talk colors a little bit because I said I'm going to do the same primary colors as the wall, and that's correct, but I do want to mix in those elements from over here. Now, thankfully for me, the sandstone and the mangrove is already sort of in the color scheme for everything else, as well as the sort of dark brown theme from the spruce and the dark oak. So that's going to be easy enough. But I think we can take the deep slate over as well and mix it in with our Tuff bricks for a little bit of a gradient here at the lower layer. Section 1 of the wall kind of complete. Now let's do a couple more. Each one is going to be a different sort of color. And I think that'll look pretty good. And then we're going to add a little bit of that brown sort of framing almost. I don't know exactly what it's called, but we're going to add those brown accents in. And then you're going to see my vision for the whole tower come together, hopefully not too long after that. I have the frame of the structure done, so let's take a look. Yeah. It's looking a lot like some Jenga blocks if I topple over, isn't it? It's not quite looking exactly what I'm imagining it to look like, but that's okay because we've not finished it and we can do so much more here. So let's actually talk about the plan a little bit. I've left some holes here in my Jenga blocks because this is actually where the happy ghasts are going to be going into, like a little dock or a home or something. And I've realized, which side did I do wrong? This side. I realize I've done that wrong. 1 second. So this actually is meant to be not a door this way, but a door this way where the slabs extend. That would make sense, wouldn't it? That's kind of what I needed to do here, but that's okay. I'll just fix this up real quick, like so. Let's pretend there's a wall on the other side. Why not? So basically, this is where our ghasts are going to touch down here on this little gap that's sticking out on both sides. Yeah, there's one here, one on the inside here, and another one over here. So this is our ghasts. They should be able to fit if I did math right, and they can live in here. So we have enough storage space for 3 ghasts, so to say, but also we can add some fences and stuff to tie more ghasts up with leads if we want to, which I think would actually look kind of cool because then they would fly around the base and stuff. Well, not fly around too far because they're on leads, but you know, it would still look quite good. I need to add my spruce beams like I have over here. I need to add them to this tower and to give this a little bit more support so it doesn't look like it's about to topple over. And we're going to do a roof, but that's basically the concept behind this, is like three matching kind of sets of ghast entrances. I don't know. It's something, but yeah, let me fix this wall up first. Oh, look at this. Are you guys seeing the vision now? Maybe not yet, but wait until I show you the next step. I am loving the funky shapes in here. I actually think it looks so cool. Does it fit exactly with everything I was going for? Maybe not quite yet. We'll see. It's not done. Love the way this looks, actually. I love how fun it is. It's kind of wacky. To be honest, guys, I have been very much inspired by Red Space from Arcadia, the one that he's building on the bridge, and just the fun builds he's doing there. I wanted to try something like that, and mine's a lot more sort of static and grounded in reality. Like, I think now that I added the wooden beams, it sort of looks like it could support some weight. And it's not quite as for fun of a build, but you know, I am trying things. and I'm quite chuffed with it. So let's move on to the fun part. I think the roof is going to, ouchie. I think the roof is going to make a big difference here, as well as obviously having more than just one beam out, like actually building a platform and everything. That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys, I have to be honest. It's time to work on the roof. You know how I feel about roofs. So, um, I really don't know what I'm doing. Last night I was building most of this tower and I had a vision, had a goal, I had an idea. I woke up today and I seem to have lost half of it overnight. I kind of still know what I'm doing, but not really. And I started building out what I thought was going to be kind of center point for the roof, and I realized something's not quite right there. So it's back to the drawing board for me. And quite literally, I'm gonna go and draw out, I think, what I want this to look like. And I'm gonna take you guys along with me. I've never done this before, like actually doing it live, but let's see it. Let's see if I can create something nice. Right, I've shown you guys my sketches before, but now I'm actually doing it live here in my drawing software. So I've got my screenshot here. First off, I'm just gonna sky color myself here so I can kind of concentrate and draw over it. And then let's start with the roof shape because that is the one thing that I really need to figure out. So I'm thinking sort of magician's hat or a magician's vibe at least. So one option is this, a little triangle. Yeah, that's a tower. You have it go up like that. That's more reminiscent of what we have over in this direction. That's a terrible arrow I just drew. Our sort of actual magician's tower, but this is a little bit boring. We have so many straight lines everywhere. Like, look at this is a straight line. Let me grab a different color. Straight line, straight line. There's straight lines everywhere, so we wanna get rid of the straightness of a lot of this, I think, and add some definition to the shape. So I'm actually thinking a little bit of curve. Maybe, kind of like that. It's almost like a wave shape. Let's refine it a little bit. We can curve it in like this. That's actually kind of cute. So instead of having a straight triangle, we now have a curved one. I quite like that actually. Could we have more things coming out the roof to really bring that magic into the build? I'm thinking maybe a chimney coming out of it. Maybe another chimney here as well. And in fact, one thing we definitely need, if I grab a brighter color, is some supports here, I think. Because that right now looks very unsupported. I also think we're gonna need perhaps a little fence to go around here. Yeah, that already feels a lot fuller. And a fence over here. I'm actually thinking maybe some banners sticking out, little flagpoles banners. And speaking of flagpoles, can I do a sort of wizard's hat roof and also have something coming out of it with flags? Because that was my original idea, is to have flags flying out here. Now that will give a lot of definition. That's another thing I can do, is I could either have it, imagine this is our roof, I could either have, there's a flag, I could either have it like this, or I could have it like this, but no flag. Now, I'm gonna have to build it in Minecraft as well, so this seems like an easier option to build in Minecraft than this, but I like both of them, and I think this gives us something to work off with. Is there anything else I think this build needs? Maybe a little bit more character. Let's see. Some bushes? That's not the leaf color I was looking for. But, you know, I'm trying to really picture it. Some bushes, overgrown, that's going to give more magic to it. And then, of course, I have to finish it off with, adding a little happy ghast over here, floating about, and let's give him a smiley face. The world's worst badly drawn ghast. But basically, this is my process. A lot of times I do this on pen and paper and I don't grab a screenshot if I'm just thinking of a build, but since I'm in the process of it, I have decided to draw it here on my little tablet. I hope you guys find this useful. So now, let's see if I can make this happen in Minecraft. Well, things are going fine. I think I'm having fun decorating this thing, and let's take a look here. I actually don't love the way it looks from up front. There's a couple things I still need to fix, like you can see wildboard blocks peeking through there, stuff like that. There's lots of little bits and bobs to add. But the issue I'm having just now, first off, roof looks great from this angle. Love the way the roof looks from here. Problem is that you basically need to be on here, on this or on the wall to really see it from this angle. From down below, I don't think it looks nearly as nice. I'm still debating whether I care, and I don't know if I do. My other problem is, first of all, these blank walls are starting to feel a little bit too blank now. I'm kind of thinking about adding windows of some sort to them. Or leaves. Leaves is always the plan, but I'm not sure if it's gonna break up the blockiness of this enough for me. I'm not sure. But the main problem I'm having is I really wanted to add this sort of banner thing over here. And I gotta say, similar to the roof, if we come over to the side, I think it looks cute. I think that's cute. But from every angle, otherwise, it doesn't quite make sense. It's so high up and it looks tiny compared to everything else. And I tried making a manual one out of blocks and it just looked wrong. It looked too thick. So I think I'm gonna have to remove it. And another reason for that is because the second I start getting a little bit further away, it's gonna disappear. The banner is gonna unload any moment. Any moment. I'm apparently lying. I swear I didn't have the banner here earlier. Okay. Nope, it's still there. Okay, proving me wrong. Proving me wrong. There we go, it's gone. I can start leaving the area. The dark trapdoors are incredibly noticeable, but you lose the context of the banner there. So I think we're gonna have to get rid of that. Good as it is to have little banners hanging off, I don't think it's going to work. Last thing I don't love is the way these trapdoors look from down below. Really don't love that. But God, this will look good like this. That looks really good, isn't it? That's the problem I fall into with using FreeCam more and more. Not looking at builds from angles that are easy to see what's going on, but not necessarily the angles that it's actually going to be viewed from. So that's on me, that's a skill issue. Let's get rid of this for just now and see if I do want to amend the roof or not. Alright, I think we have gotten the tower the level we want to add for just now. There's still more I can do, always every build is unfinished, but I'm quite happy with it. It doesn't look like much from this angle, but that's okay because I kind of have to keep this front here kind of plain for the gas to come in. I don't know how big they're going to be and if I can do anything more with that and how difficult it's going to be navigating them into their little homes. But from the front here, I quite like this. Now we're going to do a path and we're going to plant some trees and it's going to look a lot better from down here. I was primarily focusing on this top section and as you can see, I brought in some techniques that I learned a little while ago with the glass and the candles dropping down there. Actually, looking at it now, that floating glass pane looks a little bit weird, but if we were to take flight and take a look from over here, because I quite like this angle. Oh yeah. Now that is looking a lot better, isn't it? I'm a big fan of that. There is a lot more sort of leafage at the top there than there is at the bottom. That's me trying to sort of compromise between the very overgrown Magician's Tower and actually this building is also fairly overgrown, right? But for some reason I don't register as such because we've got the kind of almost turquoise kind of leaves on here which match the copper. I don't know, this is something, but our wall is not overgrown at all. So I think this is a nice sort of mix in between the wall, the tower, the barracks, everything is kind of, I'm trying to be cohesive. And I think it works, especially when I consider there's going to be trees here blocking the view. And it started snowing, so 1 second. Now, I did not really pay attention to other sides of the build just yet. Again, I don't know how difficult it is going to be maneuvering the ghast in here. And actually, this shouldn't be here. Let's fix that. So here we have our space for the ghast. I guess the next step is actually getting them in. And yes, I do have a way up if I don't want to fly with an elytra. I can get the ladders which go all the way from down here through all the 3 levels. And actually, I'm thinking about it. This is probably going to be the section where getting the ghast in is going to be the hardest. So maybe I'm going to have to rip out a lot of this hill. I'm unsure yet, undecided. I mean, they are apparently only 4x4, so they should fit in, but I'm not the best driver in the world. So we'll see if I can park my ghast safely in there. So I guess the next step is going to be actually getting the ghast. It's time to see if I can upgrade my world. We'll get the baby ghast, we'll get the happy, what are they called? The gastlings? Yep, we'll get the gastlings in, then we'll grow them up, and probably while we're waiting, we're going to make a path to this building as well and get some trees in here. So, let's do it. Let's upgrade. Here I am, on the new version. I did it. I made it. I am basically completely unmodded here. We're playing completely vanilla with no graphical improvements. Thankfully, I think I'm functioning fine. I think so. Here, 1.21.6. The only difference is that my GUI is a little bit smaller than it normally is, but that's okay. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see it now. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we can just craft one with a ghast here. Aha, recipe unlocked, and some bone blocks, which I can also make like this. They changed the recipe? Oh, it's not showing it's craftable. Okay. What's it called? A dehydrated ghast? Ghast? Ah. Oh. Oh, it's soul sand. For some reason, I thought you needed bone blocks. Maybe not. Don't worry, I have a bunch of soul sand. Surely I do. Great, and I can craft a whole total of 1. One will have to get us started. I don't have enough ghast here, so that's okay. I would like to have more just in case something happened. We can always just go the normal route in the nether and get things done. So let's see, I've got my dried ghast. Let's pop him in some water. Now, I've played around with happy ghast quite a few times now. If you guys haven't caught those videos, I had, I think, 2 one-offs, if I remember right, with happy ghast. And I'm just gonna pop him right here. Stay hydrated. Yep, baby. I think they take half an hour, I want to say, of hydrating. So that gives us plenty of time to get things sorted over here and create a path of some sort and do a little bit of terraforming. I think we got to start with digging out some of this land. We can actually have a nice, smooth kind of path down. A staircase, maybe? Oh my goodness, I forgot the cloud changes were in this update. I'm so stunned, I've lost my words there. I was thinking, wow, the sky looks different. The sunset looks extra beautiful. I'm quite a fan, actually. I see on Arcadia, I have been using the Better Fog mod, and this is doing a fairly good job of sort of replicating that feeling. I forgot about the fog changes and the cloud changes. I like it. I do, actually. I quite like it. It's different, and I can see why people wouldn't like it, because I'm very confused, but no, fix. I need to fix it. I can't ignore it. I can see why people might not, because, you know, the game is old and change is scary and different. But sky feels bigger. Sky does feel bigger. The horizon feels bigger. Now the clouds feel like they maybe are a little bit too thick. That's the only thing I would say about that. Now that we can see more of them further into the distance, I feel like perhaps there's too many. I like the spot where you can see the stars, and I think we should have more of those. But I actually really don't mind it. Taking in our little guy, and he looks a little bit less upset than before. It's hard to see. But he's not angry anymore. So that's good. Hopefully not much longer now. I have started working on this path, and I just went with the same sort of color palette that I have everywhere else. I think this kind of works. I might trim this a little bit and move these lanterns, but basically same colors, same everything, and a little bit of path blocks. These look kind of weird. They don't normally look like that. It seems like they're really picking up the shadows. I don't know if they're meant to look like this. I mean, obviously they are, because this is the vanilla game, but let's just say I preferred it before. But yeah, I decided to keep the cliff, because tearing out a lot of this would kind of ruin the magic of this being on the hill. So I think what I'm going to do instead is maybe mess around with the way the grass is at the top, add some moss or bushes or leaves or something. But yeah, happy with this as a sort of simple path. It's a very straight one, but that's okay. This one's a little bit more tidy and cleaned up than, let's say, the rest of them. And once it snows, it's going to fit in a lot better. And because it's going to snow, that's why we're using the path block, so it doesn't cover everything. But also, these lanterns are bright enough to melt some snow around, as you can see over here and over there. You know, there's bits where snow isn't on. The copper bulbs are not as bright, so that's why I use the redstone lamps. I'm going to pop a few of them in this path as well. Oh my god, I actually got it on camera. Hello. Oh, goodbye. Wait, let me get some snowballs. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I don't have the right type of shovel. You know what? This is okay. This is okay. I have a collection of snowballs that I knew would eventually totally pay off hoarding. Not because I just put everything in my storage room without thinking whether I'm actually ever going to have a use for it. Yes, snowballs do indeed have a use. Come here, baby. Oh, oh my goodness. I would love a way to keep them like this forever and just have them float about the base. But unfortunately, I think he's going to grow up. Oops, I threw that one. Regardless, so I might as well growing up more so I can ride him. Okay. Would you like more? Will we use all the snowballs? I don't know exactly how much they need to grow up and how much this affects it. Is it like giving seeds to a baby chicken? Is it a small... you know what? Why do I ask? I don't know what that does either. I just know you need a lot of seeds. Come here. Come here. Have more snowballs. Yummy. Oops, do that one. Oh, aren't they just the cutest little things ever? Come back. Oh. And he's lost a lot of that cuteness. Let me go grab a harness that I did not craft. So let's find out how to craft one in the first place. I'm sure I have a recipe for it. Harness. Leather, glass, and wool. Okay. And I think the wool is going to be the thing that decides what color it is, right? So, for first ever, I feel with our base and everything in mind, I feel like it has to be red. And let's see if I have leather. I do. Not a black harness, a red one, please. There we go. And you know what? I am also going to lead, but I have one with me. Where is my... Look at you go. Come here. Come here. Oh, it does make a very lovely sound. I'm a fan of that. Why can't I? Would you like to please come a bit closer? Ow, ow, ow. Maybe not that way. You know what? Let's use our little building here for them. Come to your home. Oh, you don't like it. Oh, you very much don't like it. I thought they meant to come to you with the harness. There we go. I did it. Oh, yes. Lovely. What a great addition to the game. Actually, I love the sub-day. Look at that horizon as well. And I'm sure if I add my render distance, this will look even better as well. I like the fog effect already coming in. Now, let's take him to this top layer. First off, let's see if he can fit in here. Uh-huh. Oh, oops, I got off by accident. Can I go down lower? Okay, slight issue. Slight issue. I can't really go in with him. I'm sure he would come in. Can I? No. Okay, he doesn't fit. So we're gonna need to raise the ceiling. That's fine. For now, if I hang you up here, you're not gonna leave, are you? You're not gonna leave, and I can take a nice, pretty screenshot. Oh my goodness. Wait, I love that so much. Oh. Maybe they don't even need to be able to go inside. No, I do want them to be able to go inside, so I will raise that gap. But I like them just kind of giving a bit of life to the area like this. And I imagine we have one there as well, and maybe one down here. I'll need to get more happy gas for that. And that's probably a journey for another time. Because I don't want to... I'm going to the nether just now. I've got this area to finish building. But... They're so cute, actually. Okay, I changed mine. The little gaslings, they're the cutest thing ever. But actually just seeing the happy gas kind of move around, they're much nicer from a distance. Even if that's not the nicest thing to say. Let's get this finished. I really like this update. I know I said it, but the sky looks so good in Sunset now. Did they make the colors brighter? They might have. Or is it just the horizon? But look at this build. Look at the happy ghast. I'm very chuffed with it. Very, very chuffed. I think this build, if we just spend a little bit of time talking about it, I park up right here. Wonderful. Wonderful parking, actually. I don't have Zoom, so we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. I used glass there on the roof, and the trapdoors, and candles to light it up. There's a few things here, but primarily the glass that I'm proud of. I think if we compare and contrast these two roofs, now ignore the fact that there's missing blocks. I don't know how that's happened. The whole roof, the whole build here, whole tower. This is very choppy mouse movement, I'm aware. The whole tower is wonky. This one's a lot more neat and straight. And obviously they're meant to be sort of siblings. Not twins, siblings, maybe, is a good way to put it. But yeah, I think this showcases my building sort of style growth over the last year quite well. I've got those candles there, if you can see them, that's a candle. A floating candle, let's get a little bit closer. A floating candle and some glass panes on here, which I'm proud of. That's a trick that I've learned recently. That's the glass I used to smoothen out the shape of this. I can see normally again. We jump on our happy ghast and I just unleash him for a moment. We can actually, I'm never getting that leash back. We can actually take a good look around, can't we? Yeah, floating candles. There's a lot less leafage here than there is on the tower. There's something simple and neat about this build. So I'm quite chuffed for that. What do you think it should be called? What do you think a happy ghast home should be called? I'm personally leaning to a happy ghast, happy home. It just sort of makes sense to me. But maybe there's a different word for it. I put out a poll the other day. I got some good responses. I like the idea of a hangar. That's where it makes sense. I was thinking airport, but hangar is a lot cooler. I wonder what the community will decide to call the homes for happy ghasts. I don't know if anyone's already came up with a name and it's caught on the things. I'm stuck. What should we name the happy ghast? I feel like our first one ever needs a name. I have loads of name tags. Henry? It makes me think of Henry de Hoover. But I don't know why. I got the letter H stuck in my head. From the happy, I guess. Happy Henry? Happy Harry? Happy... I've run out of H names. Or maybe it's something completely different. Maybe it's not a human name. Maybe it's a name like... No. No thoughts, brain empty. Please do let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. Let me know what you think of the build. Is it too simple? Should we do more to it? Where is my leash? Answer these questions for me, please. I would like my leash back. Well guys, this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Have a very, very lovely day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye!